watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Folks, we are on the lookout here this afternoon for heavy rainfall that could lead to flooding as multiple rounds of precip work across the region. Will time out when some of us might be able to dry out, coming up in just a bit.
Heavy rains throughout the DMV region. I'll tell you how to stay safe in case of any flooding.
Plus, grocery store savings ahead of your next store run. We're helping you stretch your dollar. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Rain is moving in through the DMV this afternoon. It's a DMV first warn day. We're tracking lots of heavy rain today with possible flooding. A live look outside at the White House. And meteorologist Damon Madsen joins us with the latest check in the forecast. Damon, of course, it's raining out, but happy Friday to you, my friend.
Hey, happy Friday, Mark. I actually don't mind seeing the rain because we are in need of it across parts of the region. But what we are concerned about, unfortunately, folks, is the fact that we're getting some heavier pockets of rain that could drop 1 to 2 inches within just an hour, and that could cause some problems. Now, let's take a look out there right now on the radar picture. Notice the darker reds, the yellows that have developed on occasion and right now are focused more toward the eastern shore here. Back over toward Cambridge, again on the east side of the Chesapeake Bay. They have been noticing that heavier precip, and they have had a couple of active flood warnings because of that. Now, thankfully, across the bay to the west into the DMV here, we have lucked out so far as most of the heavier rain has missed us. Now, parts of St. Mary's County toward Lexington Park has dealt with some heavier precipitation, but over toward I-95, the district, we're just now starting to get our first wave of steadier rainfall. We've noticed that move in over the last hour. Some of these yellows here near Hybla Valley, Mount Vernon, all the way up into the district indicate some of that steadier to even heavy rain at times. But thus far, thankfully, no flood warnings have been issued and no flood concerns have taken shape as of yet, with that rain extending all the way north into parts of Montgomery and Howard counties. And here's a solid look again, folks. Look at the yellows, the reds. That much heavier rain has been to the east thus far. Not as much precipitation to the west. Fredericksburg, one of the spots leading the pack near 1/2 inch. And our western counties cannot seem to find even a drop of rainfall. But this flood watch still goes until midnight for our eastern counties. So that being the case, we'll time out when we could expect additional rounds of heavier rain as we move throughout the afternoon. That's coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. With heavy rain and storms, we're looking at ways to keep you safe in case of flooding. DC News Now's Jean-Marie Sissay is at National Harbor with what you need to know.
Now, the rain is definitely giving us a break from the sunshine and a little bit of that humidity. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, we can expect to see some flooding throughout the DMV region, so safety is definitely a top priority. When flooding is a threat, it's important to know which areas are at risk. Make sure you have your emergency kit ready, have your electronics charged, and also communicate your plan with your loved ones. Now, during a flooding event, the water levels can quickly change, so you want to make sure that you're staying informed. Get to higher ground if you can. Avoid floodwaters, so don't walk or even drive through it. Turn around, don't drown. And if you ever end up being trapped in a flood, find the highest point and call 911. Now, after the floods, wait for all clear from officials. Don't enter the flood damaged buildings, homes, or even areas until it's okay to do so. Make sure you avoid floodwaters and pay attention to any road signs.
I know the low-lying areas like Old Town and stuff suffer from that, but we need the rain. We're in somewhat of a drought, so have no problem with it.
Now, we can expect to see on and off rain throughout the day, so stick with us on DC News Now, on air and online for the latest on your weather. For now, reporting in Maryland, I'm Jean-Marie Sissay, DC News Now.
Jean-Marie, thank you. Developing now out of Fairfax County, a firefighter and one other person hurt in a house fire in the 5500 block of Broadman Street. Fairfax County Fire and Rescue say the fire is out. Both people taken to the hospital are facing non-life-threatening injuries. This is the developing story, and we're going to have updates as we learn more. Also developing now in the district, DC police reporting a deadly shooting in the Northeast. Officials say it happened just before 3 a.m. on Benning Road. Police say that the man was pronounced dead at the scene. No word on any suspects or arrests. Well, new today, D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab taking new steps to keep district tenants safer. He's introducing the SAFE Act, and it stands for Secure Apartments for Everyone. In a post on X, Schwab says the bill requires buildings to install better lighting. It also would require apartment buildings with 5 or more units to use self-closing and self-locking exterior doors to help deter crime. And buildings with recent crime activity must do regular security assessments. Schwab adds the initiative would require the district's Department of Buildings to assess specific security needs for buildings that repeatedly have safety issues. He says that those reports would be shared with the AG's office, council members, and tenant associations. Well, in Virginia, Loudoun County's Board of Supervisors are approving a new 100% affordable housing project. The location on the Atlantic Boulevard allows for up to 80 multifamily units capped by income ranges. Supervisor Corin Sane says that this project moves the county closer to their housing goals. Well, temperatures aren't the only things heating up this summer, so is rent. New data from Zillow now ranks D.C. as one of the 10 U.S. metros with the most expensive rents. The district ranks 9th with rent average of $2,455, the most expensive being New York City with averages of $3,400. Well, a group of parents taking D.C. to court over an ongoing bus issue. Yesterday, a judge heard arguments accusing the district of failing to provide proper bus services for students with disabilities. DC News Now's Mariel Carbone was in the courtroom and has the latest.
For the better part of the last 2 years, parents tell me they have dealt with delayed buses and even no-show buses. They say today is a first step towards making sure their kids get the service they deserve.
You're fearful for what you can do for your child in these moments because you can't control it.
For parent David Clark, busing his 8-year-old daughter to school has been a nightmare. She's nonverbal and non-mobile and relies on district transportation.
Waking up every day with that anxiety, is the bus coming or not?
Clark is one of 5 families suing D.C. and the Office of the State Superintendent of Education for failing to provide proper transportation for students with disabilities. They claim buses are often late or canceled, untrackable, and without proper safety measures.
Late arrival is a big deal, but on the back end, it's a problem as well.
Clark was in the courtroom as a judge heard oral arguments in the case.
And the longer we wait, the longer it's going to take to fix the system.
Attorney Caitlin Banner is asking the judge to step in and provide an injunctive relief, requiring Aussie to fix the problems in 15 days.
The failure to provide that on-time transportation really impacts their ability to get educated, and we know that kids who don't get educated can't thrive.
According to Aussie, the agency transports more than 4,000 students a day on 650 buses. And while it admits to problems last year, the agency says it's made and continues to make some major improvements.
Hearing that the district has a plan and is working on a plan to improve that transportation is really heartening to us.
Still, Banner says more needs to be done. And Aussie tells me it has hired more drivers, contracted with more private transportation companies, and is currently working on a new routing system. Now, the judge, he ordered both sides to come back in about 2 weeks for a status hearing. In the newsroom, I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
Mariel, thank you. Montgomery County Public Schools holding a job fair for bus drivers and bus attendants and mechanics. It's happening on July 25th from 10 a.m. until 1 in the afternoon at the Shady Grove Transportation Depot in Rockville. To become a bus driver, you must be 21 years old, have a clean driving history, and have at least 3 years of driving experience with at least 1 year in the U.S. Well, if you think that you're paying more for your groceries, it's because you are. Officials say that grocery prices are up 21% on average since inflation started to surge 3 years ago. And there are some ways to make sure that you're stretching your dollar while food shopping. First, try coupons. Stores like Target and Walmart have coupons available on their apps that make them easy to use. And you can track your current spending habits. Start by reviewing how much you've spent the last few times that you've gone grocery shopping. Then set a goal of staying in within a specific budget or reducing your spending. And make sure that you have a plan when you head to the store, have a list ready to go, and think about what you want to eat that week. Or try shopping online and picking up curbside. It's a good way to keep yourself from wandering down aisles and buying items you don't need. But I think I'm going to start that. DC United is looking to get out of their slump this weekend as they host Nashville on Saturday. Our Jake Rahm has more as the team hopes to get back into the win column.
It's been tough sledding for DC United as of late, 11 straight matches without a win, and yet they're only 4 points out of a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. And after their 5-0 loss on the road to Orlando City on Saturday, the mindset is moving forward to this weekend's match at home against Nashville.
We have to learn from that game. Obviously, it was a lot of things that we didn't do well, and we have to correct for the next games and for the future. So we are working to get better because we know that we can do better.
These matches are incredibly important to try to put points on the board going into Leagues Cup, so then in the final 9 matches we can really make a run at the playoffs. But really what's more important to me beyond the result is that we display ourselves in a much better way than what we did against Orlando. That's what I'm looking for, is a response from that performance the other night, which is unacceptable. And what I've seen from training this week is a group that's reset in a good way, and we're ready to go again.
So the Black and Red looking to put an end to that winless streak this weekend at home at Audi Field. Kickoff against Nashville on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Reporting here in Leesburg, Jake Rahm, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Jake. And coming up on DC News Now, we're helping you cut your energy bill costs. The expert tips and tricks that'll help stretch your dollar.
And folks, we have plenty of wet weather crossing at least the eastern half of the DMV. We'll let you know where some heavier rain could set up this afternoon, coming up after the break.
Glenn Youngkin be Donald Trump's choice for vice president. Stay tuned for new details.